Hello, land seekers. If you're looking for land, well, you're in the right spot because on this video, I've got 50 properties in 10 different states. We're covering the North America, United States of America is what we're covering. And this channel is about helping you to make your land ownership dreams a reality so you can start living them today without having to put them off for yet another day. Now, the unique thing about this particular video is that, like all of our other videos on this channel, every property that you're going to see here is available with owner financing. What does that mean? Well, it means that the owner of the land will sell it to you on terms. You make a down payment, you make your monthly payments, and you're off to the races. You don't have to worry about a big cash payment unless you want to. You don't have to worry about a bank, mortgage, qualifying for a loan, none of that stuff. And that's what's unique about owner finance land. So without further ado, we're going to jump into our first property in our first of 10 states. And first up is the question, is this the cheapest dirt in Arkansas? Well, we're going to find out because here's a half-acre property in Izard County, Arkansas, with a cash price of $34.97. That's if you want to pay cash. But what if you don't have $34.97 laying around? It's understandable. With this property, you can do $97 down and $97 a month for 48 months. Now, this is what I would call a Ben Franklin property. What does that mean? Well, simple. Ben Franklin, you know the guy on the $100 bill? Any property that's less than a Ben Franklin down and per month, they get my Ben Franklin seal of approval. And that's what this particular property is here. Now, if you want to learn more about it, you can scan the QR code that you see over there on your screen. Scan it with your phone or tablet or whatever you're doing. Or you can go over to elmodo.ws. That's not the name of the website. That's the name, like a short code. It makes it simple for you. elmodo.ws/317680. That's going to give you all the details and will allow you to connect with the owner over there. All right. Is this the cheapest dirt? We're going to find out because remember, half acre, $34.97. Let's go. Here we have a half acre, $64.80. That first one's leading the pack as far as the cheapest property. This one is $135 down and $135 a month for 47 months. You can get the details on this one at elmodo.ws/312757. So property number one is still in the lead. It's beating number two because it was a half acre for $3,400. Let's see. Okay, hold on a minute. Now, this property technically is cheaper. It's in Arkansas. It is also in Izard, but it's a third of an acre. So now we got to get into some fancy math. We can break out the calculators, do a price per acre. I think that first one is still winning if we're looking for the cheapest price per acre. Depends on the game that we're playing, right? But notice this one is $26.80, but zero down, like no money down, and $100 a month. Gets another Ben Franklin award right here for 48 months. Property number here is 317945. Third of an acre, $45.60. Property number one still winning, I think. Not that I'm choosing, not that I'm just playing the game. This one says it has city water, which is a nice win. Third of an acre, $45.60 with 100 down and $93 a month for 48 months. Another Ben Franklin property. This is property number 319658. Okay, look, I think that was the cheapest, that number one property. I think it was the cheapest property in Arkansas, at least on this channel, at least in this particular week. You'd have to go to landmodo.com and test it out. But okay, they made a claim. They seem to be pretty valid. I'm just saying. See, they made it a little fun too, right? Because look, let's be honest. Dirt is boring. This is boring dirt, man. It's not sexy. I try to make it fun. I'm going to tell you something. And I'm only going to say this because I just saw the chat right before I came in here. The comments, because I scan them. Someone said, just get on with the presentation. Stop the yik yak or something to that effect. I probably exaggerated a little bit. I don't care. I hear you. I appreciate you watching, but I got to make it fun, man. It's got to be fun for me and it's got to be fun for you. I do care. I care about you, but yeah, okay, I got you. All right, changing states. We're going to Apache, Arizona. Here we have a 1 acre property, $66.40 with 100 down and $109 a month for 60 months. Property number here is 319185. Apache, 4.64 acres. Cash price, $14,799 with $249 down and then $289 a month for 72 months. Property number here is 319849. I wish we were playing a game in Arizona. Okay, I guess I got to find some game we can play. I might have to have my team create a game we can play in every single state or in every single video. Cochise, Arizona. Look at this, man. Look at this property. You got a buildable lot near a golf course. Yeah, baby. Let's get out there and have some fun on the golf course. It's a 0.14 acre property, $69.95 with $199 down and $199 a month for 35 months. Check it out. This is property number 311125, Cochise, Arizona. You're minutes away from downtown. Almost a half an acre. It's 0.4 acres. $3,500. That's it. $3,500 with $175 down and then $70 a month for 48 months. Check this one out. It's property number 309805. All right, here we go. Mojave, Arizona. Where's Mojave? It's about an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, depending on where in Mojave you're going from Vegas. It's a lot like Tampa to Orlando if you're hanging around that crowd, or maybe from, I don't know, Newark to Philadelphia, maybe. Depends on where. Here we have a 1 acre property, $99.95 with $999 down and then $199 a month for 60 months. This is property number 319104, Mojave, 0.22 acres. Cash price, $89.99 with $398 down and then $220 a month for 40 months. This is property number 319831, Mojave, 2.33 acres. Cash price here is $8,000 with $200 down and then $140 a month for 60 months. Property number here is 318022, Mojave, 2.5 acres. Kick off your boots and stay for a while. That's what the headline says. Okay, let's go kick off our boots out there. First of all, we're going to want to wear the boots out there. 2.5 acres, cash price $10,950 with $150 down and then $150 a month for 72 months. The property number here is 319907, Navajo, Arizona. That's now to the east Navajo, east Arizona, I should say, in Navajo County. 2.5 acres, $6,000. Notice that you've got two properties there. You have two APN numbers there. It's up there in the upper left-hand corner, two APN numbers. Well, what does that mean? Typically, these properties are like 1.25 acres. But you've got two that are side by side, boom and boom. So you're buying them both. It means you're buying two separate properties in one transaction. That also means that in the future, you have options because, well, you can just continue to own both of them if you wanted to. Or maybe in the future, you just want to sell one of them and keep one of them. And in that case, guess what? And in that case, there's nothing more to do. It's just a slight change of the legal description and you're off to the races, okay? And the title company or whoever can make that happen for you. But you're buying two properties here separate, $59.99 or $249 down and then $249 a month for 36 months. Come on, 36 months, it's all yours. Come on, 36 months, that's it. You can do it. The property number is 319952, Navajo, 41 acres. This is a big property. 41 acres in Navajo. I don't really see a lot of those. I normally see the smaller, like 1.25, maybe 2.5 acres. 41 acres, $23,999 with, let's just round it, $1,000 down and then $500 a month for 60 months. Learn more about it at elmodo.ws/318287. Pima, Arizona, 1.14 acres. Cash price $66.50 with $125 down and $125 a month for 80 months. This is property number 319330. Pima, by the way, is near Tucson. All right, changing. Well, we just went all the way back out to Apache. I don't know what happened here. 1 acre, cash price $64.95 with $299 down and then $139 a month for 60 months. This is property number 311450. I'll tell you what happens. I have to take a break for a second because I got to catch my breath. So I gotta slow down for a minute. I'll tell you what happens when it throws me off for a loop. That Apache was just at the end there. I'm going to share some behind the scenes with you. What happens is our sellers, they put in the transactions or they put in the sales of the properties that they want to feature in the week, right? They put in what they want to feature. And if they put AZ and a space, then it drops it to the bottom. So that's what happened. That's why it drops down like that. So I'm telling you so you don't think we're crazy around here, but I'm also leaving a message for my team like, hey, check that out. Help me. All right, we're going to go over to the state of California. And within California, we're going to go to Northern California, right below Oregon. So Northern California, one of probably a beautiful area. California's got some beautiful areas generally, but look at this one. Modoc, California, 1.15 acres. Build, retire, camp, invest, whatever the buckets you want. This fills out all of the buckets, 1 to 4. 1.15 acres, cash price $76.50 with $199 down and then $125 a month for 72 months. This is property number 319249. Modoc, another 1 acre property. This time it's a 0.92 acre property. Cash price here is $8,500 with $300 down and then $190 a month for 60 months. This is property number 317821. Changing states and counties. We're going to be here for a hot minute. It's Costilla, Colorado. Costilla, baby. Here's the thing with Costilla. Most of the lots are 5 acres. Now, we're going to probably find some that are bigger than that, but most of them generally are 5 acres or thereabout. So we could round up or down a little bit. They're going to be right around 5 acres. Beyond that, there's 3 different tiers. You've got the valley. That's like around the 6,500 range, 6,000 range. You're going to see that's what you're seeing right now. Then you go into the foothills. You're going up. And then beyond that, you're going into the mountains up at the top up there with $1 million views. But that's the thing about Costilla is they don't have $1 million prices. So this is a valley lot. It's affordable, $6,500 with $200 down and $122 a month for 60 months. This is property number 317972. And by the way, just to let you know, we do have a Costilla buyer's guide. It's a 40-page book that will tell you or help you understand some of the nuances about buying land in Costilla. It's free. It's free. I'll put the link over here. It's elmodo.ws/Costilla guide, but it'll be right here for you as well. And I think I said it was free. It is free, and it should help you kind of navigate some of what you want. And by the way, if there's a county that you would like a buyer's guide for, because we only have one, we have Costilla, we are working some others, put it in the comments. Tell me in the comments what you're looking for, and our team takes note of that, and we will be working on those, okay? So there you go. This is property number 317972. Costilla, 4.88 acres, $7,500 with $199 down and then $159 a month for 60 months. This is property number 319427. 5 acres. Start now, plan later. It's a very smart way of doing it. Start planning today. Start today, but plan for later. That's a better way of doing it. 5 acres, $79.99 with $100 down and then $160 a month for 60 months. 5 acres, power's nearby. That's an important factor. This is property number 319710. Here we go. Costilla, 4.9 acres, cash price $74.41. 0 down, $120 a month for 62 months. This is property number 319971. Costilla, 10 acres, baby. Park your RV there. Stay a while. 10 acres, $15,978. Man, this 10 acres is cheaper than the RV. They're telling you to bring your RV out there. You probably spent more than $15,000 on the RV. Normally, it's the other way around. The land is more expensive than kind of the toys. This case, the toys are more expensive than the land. Especially if you figure out $262 a month and $262 down for 60 months. This is less than a car payment. Property number here is 320033, Costilla, 15 acres, $22,000. That's still cheaper than the RV, with $399 down and then $399 a month for 72 months. This is property number 319016, 5 acres, $89.40. Well, we know $89.40 is cheaper than an RV. Now, I'll tell you, the down payment on this one is $749. The reason I'm going to pause here for a minute is $749. You're looking at all these other properties where, like the last property was $399 and the one before that was like $262, right? So all of a sudden you see this one that's $749 and then it's $149 a month for 60 months. What I don't want you to do is I want you to look at the property each individually and make a decision. Don't decide just on the price or what the seller is saying, that the owner's saying that they want to sell it for. Big deal. Big deal. So then what? They want $749. That doesn't mean that you have to offer them $749. You can say to them, hey, can you do it for less down payment? Can you adjust the monthly payment a little bit? It's an agreement between you and the seller, you and the owner. Negotiate with them if that's what you want to do. The worst thing they can say is no, but I would hate for you to sit here on this video and see a property like this and say, well, they want too much for the down payment. Who cares? Who cares? Name your price. Go to them. Give them your best deal and see what they say. And this is property number 717. Let me try it again. It's 174193. Costilla, 5 acres, $6,900. That's it. It says it has many uses. Of course it has many uses. $250 down and then $159 a month for 60 months. This is property number 313607, Park, Colorado. We don't see many properties in Park. When we do, it's a special event here. And today we have a 5.9 acre property, $22,500 with $999 down and then $349 a month for 80 months. Check it out at property number 319142, Sasquatch. Am I even saying that right? Colorado, 2.7 acres, cash price $22,500 with $600 down and then $299 a month for 84 months. This is property number 317462. Changing states, going to my favorite county in Florida, baby. It's Charlotte County. Yeah, look at this property. It's a 1/4 acre lot, $17,997 with $299 down and then $295 a month for 84 months. Property number here is 319703. People will say to me, Scott, why do you like Charlotte County so much? And I've talked about it before, but one of the things I like about it is that while it's in between, say, Sarasota and Fort Myers, that's where Charlotte County is, between them, number one, it's on my favorite side of Florida, which is the Gulf side. I love the Gulf side. I was born on the Gulf side. I've lived almost my entire life on the Gulf side. I think Florida's Gulf side is the best side. That's my opinion. Okay, number one. Number two, I like its positioning between Sarasota and Fort Myers. And what happens there is because of where it is, it's on the Gulf, but because of where it is, it's still rural. So look at this. Look at all the trees. All the trees, man. And what you have is you have good old neighborhoods here. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you have some of the fancier subdivisions and stuff like that, if that's what you're into. But most of the properties in Charlotte County are not in those subdivisions. They're on the streets like what you're seeing here. It's like the old times. That's what I like about it. And the third thing is that you're within minutes from the beach. Now, you might say, I don't like the beach. You know what I like about the beach is that breeze. That breeze, that Gulf breeze is just something about it, feeling it. To me, that's what makes it one of my favorites. And by the way, this video is not sponsored by Charlotte County. Maybe it should be, but it's not. This is property number 319703, Highlands County, Florida, 1/4 acre lot here. Highlands is southwest Florida. It's more inland though. Okay, we have a quarter acre lot, $16,250 with $325 down and then $249 a month for 65 months. This is property number 315661, Putnam County, Florida, quarter acre lot here, $9,999 with $225 down and $225 a month for 72 months. This is property number 319502, Putnam, 0.39 acres. Let's just call it 0.4 acres. Cash price, $9,099 with $199 down and then $185 a month for 60 months. This is property number 318924. There you go. Putnam, 0.38 acres, $12,550 with $660 down. That's $660 down, and then $220 a month for 57 months. Oversized lot on a lakelet. Okay. I guess that's called a pond. I don't know. Is a lakelet a pond? Can we just call it a pond? What's a lakelet? I've never heard of a lakelet. I'm not saying it's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've seen it. I've never seen a property on a lakelet. A pond with power. And I'm just joking here, right? Property number here is 320025. Putnam, quarter acre lot, cash price $12,997 with $253 down and then $253 a month. Notice that power line that's going over there. That means you got power there. That's a winner. This is property number 308659. When I pick on these listings like I do, like the lakelet, I don't, sometimes the owners of the land will email me and say, you picked on my property. I don't mean it to be negative. I'm just making fun because, like I said, land can get pretty boring. So I try to make it lively. And if I got to pick on the owner, big deal. Here we go. Now, this is a big lot in Putnam, 0.7 acres. Yeah, it's on a corner. It's ready. It means it's a bucket 1 property, bucket 2, bucket 4. I'm skipping bucket 3 there. Cash price here is $19,250. I think that's a good price too, honestly. That might be the lowest price per acre in Florida. Maybe. I don't know. Cash price here, like I said, $19,500 with $700 down and then $378 a month for 60 months. This is property number 314465. Putnam, 0.2 acres. Cash price, $9,500 with $190 down and $190 a month for 60 months. This is property number 319966, Suwannee County, Florida, a 0.7 acre property, cash price $17,690 with $597 down and then $294 a month for 120 months. This is property number 319943, Charlotte. See, this is one where we just bounced all the way because I guarantee you there's a space at the end of that FL. It's like going back in time. Weekend retreat or Airbnb gold mine, you decide. Well, you're going to have to decide that one. Cash price, $14,900. By the way, that's a great price for Charlotte County, Florida. $200 down and then $278 a month for 84 months. The property number here is 318271, Putnam County, Florida. See, we just went back to Putnam. Yeah, see, these have to have spaces after them. Here we have a 0.49 acre property, cash price $19,600 with $199 down and then $199 a month for 98 months. This is property number 319569. There we go. We got through the Floridas and then we got through the space Floridas. That's what we got here. Now we're moving on to New Mexico. In New Mexico, we have a 5 acre property, $14,950 with $250 down and then $174 a month for 84 months. This is property number 319496. Luna, New Mexico, 1 acre. 1 acre. This has got to be one of the cheapest properties in America, honestly. 1 acre, $17,999 with $39 down and then $39 a month for 54 months. This is property number 318050. And it says just 2 half-acre lots, by the way. So we already talked about double lots there. Valencia, New Mexico, 1 acre. Cash price, $2,100. See, this one beats that one in terms of price per acre, too. $199 down, and then $250 a month for 13 months. 13 months, man. It's all yours. Property number here is 284831. Change in states, we're going to Elko, Nevada, 10 acres. Come on. So many of you love these 10-acre lots in Elko. They're fantastic. Elko's a fantastic area. 10 acres, $18,545 with $245 down and then $305 a month for 60 months. This is property number 317107. Elko, here's another 10 acres, $14,999. Come on, man. 10 acres with $199 down and then $254 a month for 60 months. This is property number 318130. All right. We have reached the point in the video where we get to Klamath, Oregon, and I always joke that I gotta calm down and speak with my library voice. I don't know why, but I just feel like people love Klamath and they want it to be a secret. So we're going to help them keep it a secret. 2.82 acres, $21,100 down is the cash price, or it's $499 down and then $299 a month for 69 months. This is property number 319868. Klamath, 2.63 acres. Cash price here, $13,150. Zero down. Zero down. Say it after me now. Zero down. And $229 a month for 72 months. This is property number 311257. Change in states. We're going to Tennessee. Yeah, baby. Look at this property. This is beautiful. 1.1 acres. Cash price $21,995 with $500 down and then $356 a month for 84 months. Property number here is 319282. Texas, Brewster, Texas. 5.4 acres. Cash price $10,350 with zero down and $198 a month for 60 months. This is property number 319732. 9732. I got it right. All right. Liberty, Texas. 0.14 acres. That's pretty cool. You're near a river. You're near a lake. You're near Liberty, Texas. That's for sure. 0.17 acres. Cash price $12,000. with $150 down and then $167 a month for 72 months. This is property number 319923. Live Oak, Texas. Half acre here, $19,500 with $600 down and then $400 a month for 69 months. This is property number 300025. You know, one of my favorite pictures that I ever got was from one of you. One of our Land Moto viewers, and it was basically a picture, and my team loved it, by the way. It was a picture of you watching me on your TV, and you took a picture from your couch as you were taking your notes. My team loved it. They had all the properties they were interested in. The team loved it. They're like, holy cow, man! Someone's watching Scott on the big screen. I always love getting the messages from you guys like that, comments, whatever. I hope that you found a land connection on this video tonight. And if so, go make the match. And if you didn't, keep your land ownership dreams alive by watching it over here. And hopefully you find a land connection in that video. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.